Today I'm going to be making some biscuits for my family. If you haven't ever had homemade biscuits, you need to try it. They're so much better than the store-bought biscuits. Once you try homemade biscuits, you'll never want to go back. So to start, I have 2 cups of flour here, and I have my recipe card here because I don't have it memorized. In this bowl here, I have 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of sugar, and a pinch of salt. I did put a pretty hefty pinch of salt in here because my butter's unsalted. Also, one time I mixed the baking soda and the baking powder ratios, and the biscuits were super bitter because a tablespoon of baking soda tastes disgusting. So don't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mixture here and then mix it up with my whisk. Before I started this, I grated a stick of butter and put it back in the freezer so it's nice and chilled. You want to make sure all of your ingredients are nice and cold when you're making biscuits. So I have this all mixed up. I'm going to go grab my butter and we're going to put it right in here along with the buttermilk that I have saved from when we made butter. So I'm going to go get that. Here I'm adding the grated butter into the floured mixture. I am going to save this little piece of butter and add it to my cast iron skillet so it gets nice and heated up in the oven. And that's going into the oven while it's preheating at 450. I'm just going to give the flour and the butter a good mix. I want to get it all incorporated so it's a crumbly mixture. Then you want to add your buttermilk. I didn't measure it out, but I'm guessing it's probably around a cup. You don't want to add too much to where it's very thin, like batter. You want to make it a shaggy dough. And I just mix it up with my hands until it's all incorporated. You don't want to overmix it. I'm just flouring my surface here and pouring out my dough, and I'm going to do about 7 to 9 folds. So I flatten it out and then I fold it over, and I do this about 7 to 9 times, and this is what gives it the layers in a flaky biscuit. Next, I'm going to take my biscuit cutter. I believe this is a 2 3/4 inch biscuit cutter, and I'm just going to start cutting out my biscuits. I'm going to grab my preheated skillet and I'm going to start adding my cut out biscuits onto the skillet. You want to stack them in so they're touching each other, nice and snug. I just keep shaping my dough and cutting out more biscuits until I have no dough left. You want to use every single piece of dough. I'm going to put this in the oven for 13 to 14 minutes or until the tops are nice and golden. These biscuits turned out so good. They were flaky and absolutely delicious. My kids like to eat these with sausage or bacon and egg for a breakfast sandwich, or we'll do just some butter and some jam. Once you've tried a homemade biscuit, you'll never go back to store-bought. It is so much better, so much flavor, and delicious. Super easy.